In a recent meeting that I held with a coachee and their manager as an initial check-in for a sponsored engagement, I learned something that I think is a secret to success in executive coaching engagements. I'd like to reveal that secret with you in this video. So there I am, meeting with my coachee, whom I've worked with for just a few months now, and their manager to review the overall plan for the engagement, meaning what are the 3 objectives that we're seeking to achieve for this coaching engagement. This is a senior leader in a organization that is moving, making changes, doing things, and this leader wants to be more effective. So we're reviewing the objectives, getting the manager's support and feedback behind those objectives. While coaching is confidential, what we're working on with our client is generally not. So this check-in meeting is important because it can also get the manager on the side of the coachee, making space for the coachee to be successful. That's the value of the check-in meeting to the coachee. But there was something that I heard right at the beginning of the meeting, which is really important. The manager said, I see that you are already making changes, you being the coachee. I'm seeing it. You're making positive changes, and I've heard it from other people as well. Great job. And that was before we even got into the items that we're working on the engagement. This was a great sign that my client is on track for a successful coaching engagement. It made me think of another engagement that I'm working on that is now about 2/3 of the way through the process. But when I had the first check-in meeting in that engagement, the manager said something similar. I noticed that you've already started working on these items. I've noticed changes that you're making, and I feel good about them. Keep it up. The client feels terrific when receiving that sort of positive feedback from their manager early on in the process. And it establishes positive momentum in the engagement, which I think is very valuable for us coaches. That when we have positive momentum early on in the engagement, it establishes a good rhythm and cadence for success for the engagement as a whole. When we don't get that initial momentum, maybe the low-hanging fruit or quick win, whatever you want to call it, when we don't have that, then time starts working against us a bit. It's not that we can't still have a very successful coaching engagement. Of course we can. But I feel that establishing that momentum early on puts time on our side, and it gives us even more opportunity to get more done with our client because they have a action-oriented mindset towards this coaching engagement. They're not resisting it. They're not fighting it. They're not waiting to see what you can bring to them. They're jumping in and taking action, making changes, receiving recognition, and getting fueled by that. So I hope this helps you to consider what you might focus on early on in an engagement to drive greater success overall. If you'd like to learn more about how to be a successful executive coach, consider coming to my next in-person seminar presented on behalf of the Center for Executive Coaching. I hold them several times a year here in Northern California, with the next one coming in the second half of July 2023. And then the final one for this year will be in early November 2023 in San Mateo, California. To learn more, go to the centerforexecutivecoaching.com's website and search for information on the in-person seminar. Or you can go to my dedicated website, bayareaexecutivecoachtraining.com, or send me an email at michael@bayareaexecutivecoach.com. Of course, if this video has helped you, please subscribe to the channel, like it, comment on the video, and share it with other executive coaches who would like to get ideas on how to improve their effectiveness as an executive coach. Thank you very much.